Hey, let's see if I got this right. Okay, the timer is on. Good morning. This is the original Miss Dion. I'm on Facebook under Original Dion Thomas or Dion Thomas. I'm in California, originally from the East Coast. This is my morning look. I'm looking kind of ratchet, 50 different colors. Oh, jeans, yellow shirt, pink, MK shades, and Aldo flip flops. What could I tell you? I'm a mixed bag today. I'm a mixed bag. So check this out. I want to talk to you guys about time, um, mainly God's timing. I got several subjects I want to talk to you about. I'm going to keep posting every day. One of the subjects I'm going to get the chance to talk to you about is I don't know what that noise is. I want to get a chance to talk to you guys about having an empty nest, you know, because that's different for me too. But I just want to talk to you about time. So my topic today is time. It is probably about 7:30, 8:30, probably about 8:30 in the morning, California time. I'm in the backyard of my children's house. Outside, you can hear the birds and uh, the fan and everything else going on at this time. I thought it would be quiet. But here's the thing. I know that there's no real reason why. Um, there's no real reason why that stuff can't get done. Like everyday life, we wake up at a certain time. We wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. We go to bed at 11 or 12 o'clock at night. We might take a nap in the afternoon. We might not. It just depends on what's going on in the world. And I get it because every day is different and every day could be busy. I get it. But when it comes to time, we talk about 60 minutes. When it comes to time, we can say, we're leaving in 5 minutes. And within that 5 minutes, you got to have all your stuff together. But the great thing, the awesome thing is that God is time. Yeah, I'm looking crazy, nothing on my lips. I really don't care. This is not for show. This is just me being me. And if YouTube wants me to do a channel, I'll do a channel and get paid for it. That's the other thing I want to learn, how to do a YouTube channel so I could get paid for it. Because I have a lot of wisdom to share. And I feel like as African American women, we don't share all the wisdom and the things that we've been through. Or African Americans, especially us ministers, because, we don't want to tell our story and let God's glory shine. We only want to let it shine while it's looking good, not while it was looking ratchet or toe up or while we was out in the street or whatever. But that's a whole nother show. So I'm talking to you today again about time because one of those things that I've had to learn is that time is so important. God's timing is important. Um, for instance, me. Um, I always wanted to be able to be financially stable where I can take care of my children and help them when they need help. And so when I can, I do. My youngest is in college in Texas, and she's got a YouTube channel. It's called Dia from SAC. And I think it's NDIA. It's NDIA from SAC. I think that's how she got it spelled. I'm not sure. Uh, and her last name is Thomas, and my son is Judah Black, Judah Blak. He's from SAC too. He's got some really nice music. And I'm saying that as a mom, but I like club music. I don't go to the club, but I would go and listen to him and support him because that's my son. That's what parents do. So I know for a fact that God's timing is not like my own. I wanted a job from a particular company and I want to retire, and I will retire from there, and I got the job. I wanted a job at a famous, I don't know if I can say their name, a famous phone company. And I got the job from there and was there for about 5 years. It took me 2 or 3 tries, but I finally got in there. God's timing. Excuse me, God's timing. All of those things were important to me, but everything happened in God's timing. When I got the job at the company, I had been 4 years without a job, was on unemployment, and they kept on renewing it. So you know they don't renew your unemployment for 4 years. So whose timing is that? And who is that? That's God. God. With that being said, 4 years without a job, on unemployment, 2 bedroom apartment, 2 bath, 2 kids, 2 children in the home. One of them was working, one of them was going to school. Just a lot of stuff was going on, and I kept trying and trying and trying and trying. And he said, "Oh, you took a job. You could have got the job." Well, check it out. I got the job for Goodwill, I think it was, or some thrift store. I don't remember. And they fired me, which was great. But the bad part about it is, and I say bad, the same person who dogged me out as a supervisor is the same person was blind later. I didn't find out until I think this year. Yeah, she told me this year or last year. I can't remember. The young lady said, "Yeah, remember the lady who one of the workers there said, oh, you remember the young lady who used to dog you out as supervisor and blah 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 and da 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 da." And I was like, yeah. They was like, she came and worked one day and said it was dark and turned on the lights and she couldn't see, but we realized her eyes was open and she was blind. That's nothing to gloat about. But the Bible does say, touch not my anointed or do my prophets no harm. So either the process was already happening or it just got sped up through time. The Bible says, vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. That means let me handle it. You figure, go figure, God's timing. So I went through that job I lost that job, got another temporary job. After another temporary job, I had something else going on. After that, I had something else going on, and I was struggling. And I remember it was after my birthday, because I usually don't do too much to celebrate my birthday. I kind of like just want to be with my family and go bowling or go play baseball or golf or whatever. I always want to do something fun because I like being with my family. It's a competitive thing, and my daughter-in-law, and I'd say because I do love her, my daughter-in-law, she's competitive, so she whooped us all in bowling one year, but that's not either here nor there. It's timing. Time is important. And I may ramble a little bit, but stay with me. I got something powerful to say from the Lord. He always got something powerful to say. I'm just a puppet. So after all of those things that I had been through, without a job, car breaking down, car stolen, got another car, I finally got the job for the big company. In 2 months, I had a car. Somebody gave me a ride every day to work and to make sure I put gas in it. So I was like, okay, God, thank you. So after all of that being said and being done, the amazing part was I had a job. I had steady income. I could work as much overtime as I wanted to. All of those things were perfect. All of those things. So with that being said, I got the job, did plenty of overtime, was able to do nice things for my children. I remember one of the first expensive things I bought my daughter wasn't them braces. It probably was the braces, come to think about it, but was to be able to give, because I'm a giver. I like to give. Nobody wants to get burnt or hurt, but I like to give. So what I did was I gave my daughter some Uggs and surprised her and told her they were from my daughter-in-law. Well, actually, she got a different pair of boots. She got Uggs. Because we like fashion. I'm a fashionista. I'm not a diva. I'm a clothes hog, a shoe hog. I like clothes. I like shoes. I like to look nice. Maybe that's coming from the East Coast. I don't know. Maybe it's coming from my parents. I don't know. My father always used to tell us, don't be walking out the door looking like Hooflong Dong representing me. Okay, and I did that just this past Sunday, so I won't do that no more because my kids was like, oh, mama, no, you didn't walk out looking like that. I was like, I did, but whatever. So I would actually say that God's timing is perfect. So in God's perfect timing, bugs. In God's perfect timing, I got the job. God's perfect timing, I got a car. And God's perfect timing, I was able to give gifts to my children. And God's perfect timing, we had a 2-foot tree at house, and the kids were like, you got that little bitty old tree. and you got all these gifts. And I promise you, it wasn't even a 2-foot tree. It was like maybe a foot and a half. And I had gifts for days. They were like, dang. So I can honestly tell you, I know God's timing is perfect. Sometimes you gotta wait. Sometimes you working on stuff on the inside that needs to be taken care of. Sometimes it's he'll start lavishing you with things in his time. His treasure chest of heaven is open in time. And I don't know if I feel like everybody gets that privilege, but I feel like it's timing. It's about the time you spend with the Lord. I've had people tell me, a couple of people in particular, one person in particular, to say, oh, it's your faith in God. Of course, because I trust God and I don't doubt him. I trust God and I don't doubt him. His time is perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect. You got to know that his timing he is time. He adds time to your life. Just like if we exercise our body, it puts 10 more years on our life. So we got to get out there and exercise. But when you exercise that brain and that spiritual body, you added more time to your life. You added more time because you're able to speak the word and watch it manifest. You're able to believe the word in your heart and watch it see and manifest in your eyes. You actually know that you have the mind of Christ and watch things speak as you speak for things to change. Everything happens in time. Healing happens right away, but sometimes the deliverance takes time. And God is time. And what God is saying to the body today, spend more time with me. Spend more time even as you're going through all those changes. Like I went through all those changes before I got to the career that I have right now, where I will retire. I will retire from that company. I will retire. I will go forward because I trust God. He is my shield and my buckler. So no matter what somebody has did to you, put you through, gone through, whatever, timing is perfect. God will fix it. God fixes things way better than we do. And it might not happen right that second, but he fixes it. So I just want to encourage you as people of God and those who don't believe in God, try God. Spend some time with him. I tell people, spend 1 year being the best Christian you can ever be. Being the best Christian you can ever be. Doesn't mean that you're perfect. Just operate in excellence. Love in excellence. Worship in excellence. Spend that quality time with God in excellence. Go before the Lord of the throne of grace in excellence. Bind the hand of the enemy in excellence, because whatever you speak comes into existence. So with that being said, know God's time is everything. Everything. You might have to work at being better. You might have to watch your mouth. You might have to slow down on drinking or smoking. You might have to slow down on a whole bunch of things that God wants your body healthy so he can finish the healing. And that's a whole nother show, because I got a whole bunch of topics on my brain. I could just go from A to Z about what I think or what I feel or what I've known work. But today's video is about time. Timing is perfect. I wanted my daughter to go to a HB. That's where she's attending. Number 2 in the country. I'm blessed. I ain't complaining. I give God the glory for everything. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I say that because everything that I spoke and believe God for an existence for my children, I am now able to see. And this is just the beginning. He hasn't even done yet. So trust God with everything. Know God does all things. Know that everything is possible and anything is possible. So with that being said, know that God's timing is perfect. He is time and he is available. God is always available. He makes time for you. Will you make time for God today? God bless you. Like, share, comment. Let me know what you think. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.